Okay, today let's talk about a very commonly used term in finance called diversification. Now you will hear a lot of these things. Let's diversify our portfolio. Let's diversify our money. What does that all mean? Diversification. Diversification means that you put your eggs in different baskets. Okay, so remember that old adage, don't put your eggs in same basket. So we are saying that if you have multiple eggs, you must be putting them in different baskets. In other words, you should not put all your things, all your money, right, all your core items, valuable items into the same strategy, into the same risk. You should divide the risk and strategy for them. That's a overall understanding of diversification. Okay, so let's look at the formal definition of diversification. Diversification means that's a technique to reduce risk in a portfolio. When I say portfolio, it means multiple alternatives, multiple stocks, if it's a stock portfolio, and maintain the same returns. And that we maintain the same returns. You can always reduce risk by reducing your returns, right? You can always, invest in a fixed deposit instead of in a real estate market. You can always invest here. It's a low risk, but at the same time, it's a low return investment. If you invest in property, you might get, maybe 100% return. Your money gets doubled in a year, and here you will only get, let's say, 10%, but the risk is low. It's more guaranteed to get 10%. That's called risk. And it's less guaranteed to get 100%, but there is a chance of 100%. There is no chance of 100% here. So what we are saying is it's a technique to reduce risk and maintain same returns. Who does not want this? Everyone like to have low risk, right? And everyone would like to have high return to keep them very, very happy and, feeling very fresh. So how to achieve diversification? So to really understand how to achieve diversification, right, we need to understand how really the risk can be reduced maintaining the same returns. So let's take a hypothetical market, right? This is a hypothetical market of telecom industry. Okay, and you are sitting outside, as an investor, right, watching the market. And there are only two players in the market. One is Reliance Telecom. Okay, just taking example, there's one company, Reliance Telecom, in the market, and there's another company which is Bharti Airtel. These are only two companies, and you are an investor, and you can decide to invest your green dollars, right? Either all of them here, either all of them here, or you divide them, let's say 50-50. Okay. Now, assuming that the returns of both companies are exactly same, RR. Okay, so this is the return. So let's call it RET, and they are exactly same for both companies, 20%. Now, as a diversified investor, you should invest 50% here and 50% here instead of investing 100% here or 100% here. Remember, don't put all your eggs in the same basket. You must divide it. But why I am saying that? Why? By dividing into two things reduces risk and maintains the same returns. How it happens? Now it happens because one fine day in future, if Reliance goes down, maybe some fraud has happened in Reliance, maybe there's a IT failure, maybe there is some kind of quality issues in their telecom product. Now for whatever reasons, if Reliance goes down, right, and if you are 100% invested in Reliance, your whole money goes down. Okay, so that's a big loss. On the other hand, if you would have invested in them 50-50, so when Reliance goes down because of whatever reasons, you would find that the Bharti Airtel goes up. It goes up because all the customers, right, who were hooked to Reliance, right, will start shifting to Bharti. They will move to Bharti and they will stop here. The overall customer base remains same. As a result, assuming these are the only two companies, everyone will go to Bharti Airtel. Bharti can now increase prices, hence the profit of this company increases, and hence your returns as an investor also goes up. Okay, so if you have invested in both the companies, right, if any one of the companies goes down, the other will go up, and this will happen because of reduction of risk. This is called unique risk to the company, right? Reduces if you invest in both. Every company has a unique risk, its own risk, and you can only avoid that risk by putting your money in multiple companies in that sector. So that's called one level of diversification, where you invest in all the companies in a sector and hence you reduce risk. At the same time, your returns is just the weighted average returns. The overall returns which you would have expected from each company remain same. Okay, so that's the process of diversification in portfolio management. Let me give you example of diversification in real life. So let's say you are a project manager or you are a house manager. Okay, because of a lot of uncertainties in the world, you cannot just rely on one thing and spend whole of your energy there. You need to keep a lot of projects initially, so let's call them P1, P2, P3, P4. You start investing incrementally small amounts in all the project. You spend your time, you spend your energies, because you don't know which one will become big. Out of all these small projects, one of them will outshine, race ahead, and you don't know at this time. So you need to diversify and focus on all of them initially, and whichever takes a bigger leap, pick that up. Okay, so that's why you will find that a lot of project managers, keep putting focus on multiple projects, right, diversifying their risk or reducing their risk, right, and their ultimate aim is to get same returns, right, but since they don't know what will happen in future because of uncertainty, they keep investing in multiple pieces. So that's the learning for today, that we need to diversify ourselves, and diversification reduces risk, right, and does not reduces returns, and hence returns can be maintained. So with that, let's quickly revise diversification, this time with a little music in the background. So we said that diversification is a process of dividing your eggs into multiple baskets. Okay, and it's a technique to reduce risk by maintaining the same returns, the same output. Okay, you can always reduce risk and reduce your returns by going for a safe deposit and not going for a highly speculative real estate industry. Okay, so how to do diversification? If you are a portfolio manager and hypothetically let's assume there are only two telecom companies, Reliance and Bharti, and you have, let's say, $100, you should not invest $100 in one company. In fact, you should divide them, right, between two companies. And the benefit is that because of any unforeseen reason, if one of the companies goes down, its customer base is taken by the other company, so the other company goes up. Your overall investment, right, still matches the original expected returns, and the reason is that you have reduced risk. What kind of risk? Unique risk, which is inside the company. You have reduced the unique risk by diversifying. Okay. In other words, today's project managers do not just put their bets on one project, they create a portfolio of projects, right? And all these projects will start running. They don't know which one will become big, hence they try to reduce risk and maintain the same overall return by investing small in a lot of projects and wait for one of them to become really big. So that's the idea of diversifying risk, okay, or diversifying your portfolio to reduce risk and maintain returns. So from now on, I would request all of you to actually focus on diversification. Thank you.